RAOSLC, Lisa Barlow doubles down Whitney, is the real liar. Since The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiered, Lisa Barlow and Whitney Rose have been at odds. Except for those few moments of peace in Season 3 when they had a common enemy, the women have been at each other's throats. The Season 5 premiere was no different as it ended with the two of them hurling accusations across a dinner table. Now Lisa is giving her side of the story. Lisa Barlow is not happy with Whitney Rose's comments. Early in the premiere, we see Lisa getting together with Angie Katsasenis and Heather Gay for a catch-up 2 weeks before the setting of the episode, Lisa's Valentine's Day party, Bezos. She tells her friends she is inviting Whitney to her party, even though she is mad about what Whitney said during an appearance on former Bachelor Nick Viall's podcast. On the podcast, Whitney claimed that Lisa never apologizes for anything and that she only cares about being right. Before proclaiming, Lisa has always been the villain of the show. When the ladies sat down to their V-Day dinner, Whitney immediately leaned into Lisa and asked what they needed to talk about. After some nasty back and forth with claims of lying and narcissism, Whitney says she stands by her claims Lisa is the villain of the show. Lisa responded, "I will be your villain, B*******. Lisa Barlow doubles down Whitney Rose is the liar of RHOSLC. After fans got to see their fight on the season premiere, Lisa sat down with Virtual Reality to give her side of the drama. She claims Whitney is only coming after her in an attempt to stay relevant, saying she doesn't have a storyline, so she continues to come after her. She also called Whitney the biggest liar, before adding, "Every single season we see her tell lies. And then at the end, we see the truth." Despite the ice thawing between them for a bit in Season 3, Lisa said that their friendship truly ended in Season 2. When Whitney brought a man to a party and told everyone he had slept with a happily married Lisa, she only found out about the man after the party. Lisa teased that fans have only seen the tip of the iceberg when it comes to her and Whitney's relationship in Season 5. Whitney and I get to a point in Season 5 where I'm like, "You constantly lie about me. You make me have to tell the truth, and you don't like that. You want people to believe your lies." Lisa Barlow had never been one to mince words, and the frosty air of Salt Lake City seemed to sharpen her tone further as she prepared for yet another confrontation with Whitney Rose. The snow-capped mountains served as a serene backdrop to the brewing storm within the Housewives circle, but Lisa wasn't feeling particularly zen. Not today. As Lisa slipped on her signature oversized sunglasses and a perfectly tailored coat, she couldn't help but rehearse her thoughts. The latest drama had escalated during a heated dinner in Park City, where Whitney accused Lisa of manipulating the group and twisting truths to fit her narrative. Whitney had thrown out the L word, liar, in a way that left little room for ambiguity. "She's projecting." "That's what it is," Lisa muttered to herself as she stepped into her SUV, her perfectly manicured nails gripping the steering wheel. Her playlist, a mix of high-energy pop and soothing spa music, played in the background as she drove to a cozy lodge where Meredith Marks had insisted they gather for yet another therapeutic session. Meredith's voice echoed in Lisa's head. "We need to heal as a group." Lisa didn't buy it. It was less about healing and more about who could craft the best one-liner for the cameras. The lodge was as picturesque as one would expect, a roaring fireplace, plush furniture, and an air of forced conviviality. Lisa walked in, her chin held high, exuding an air of confidence that didn't betray the storm brewing inside her. Whitney was already there, sitting cross-legged on a velvet chair, her expression a mix of defiance and fox innocence. Heather Gay sat beside her, clearly bracing for impact, while Meredith and Mary Cosby exchanged knowing glances from the couch. Oh, Lisa's here. Perfect, Whitney said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. Lisa didn't skip a beat. Hi, Whitney. Nice to see you, too. Should we dive in, or do you need more time to stir the pot? Meredith raised a hand, her peacemaker role firmly in place. Ladies, can we keep it civil? This is about clearing the air, not adding fuel to the fire. Whitney leaned forward, her blonde waves catching the firelight. I just want to know why Lisa thinks it's okay to spin the truth. You've been saying one thing to my face and another thing behind my back, and I'm over it. Lisa laughed, a sharp sound that seemed to bounce off the wooden beams of the lodge. Spin the truth. Whitney, that's rich coming from you. You're the one who's been twisting my words to make yourself look like some innocent victim. Whitney's eyes narrowed. Give me one example, Lisa. Just one. Lisa didn't hesitate. How about when you told Heather that I said she was the reason this group can't move forward? I never said that. I said we all need to take responsibility, but you, in true Whitney fashion, decided to cherry-pick and twist it. Heather's head snapped up, caught in the crossfire. Wait, so you didn't say that about me? Lisa sighed, exasperated. No, Heather, I didn't. But Whitney conveniently left that part out because it doesn't serve her narrative. Whitney's face flushed, but she held her ground. You're deflecting, Lisa. This isn't just about Heather. You've been calling me fake and questioning my loyalty to this group. How is that not stirring the pot? Because it's the truth. Lisa shot back. You've been two-faced since day one. One minute you're all about empowering women and healing, and the next you're spreading rumors and stirring drama. It's exhausting. Mary, who had been quietly observing with an amused smile, finally spoke up. Well, Whitney does have a tendency to embellish. But Lisa, you're no saint either. Lisa threw her hands up. Thank you, Mary, for that glowing endorsement. But this isn't about me being perfect. It's about Whitney being the real liar here. Whitney's voice cracked as she responded. I'm not a liar, Lisa. I'm just not afraid to call you out. Call me out for what? For being honest. Lisa's tone was incredulous. You don't like honesty because it forces you to look in the mirror. And trust me, Whitney, you're not going to like what you see. The room fell silent, the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Meredith, ever the diplomat, cleared her throat. Maybe we should all take a step back, and no, Whitney interrupted, her voice firm. I'm tired of stepping back. Lisa needs to own her part in this. Lisa leaned forward, her voice steady and cutting. I'll own my part when you own yours. But until then, don't you dare call me a liar when you're the one who's been playing both sides this entire time. Heather sighed, looking between the two women. You both have your moments, okay? But this constant back and forth is draining. Can we just agree to move forward? I'd love to move forward, Lisa said, her voice dripping with sarcasm. But it's hard when someone keeps dragging us back into the drama. Whitney stood, her hands clenched into fists. You know what, Lisa? Keep calling me a liar if it makes you feel better. But at least I'm not hiding behind a facade. What you see is what you get with me. Lisa stood as well, her eyes blazing. Oh, we see you, Whitney. Loud and clear. And that's the problem. Meredith quickly stepped between them, her arms outstretched. Okay, enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. Can we please just sit down and try to have a civilized conversation? Reluctantly, both women sat, their gazes locked in a silent battle. The group spent the next hour attempting to mediate, but the tension never truly dissipated. As the evening wore on, it became clear that the divide between Lisa and Whitney was far from mended. Later, as Lisa left the lodge, she couldn't help but feel a mix of frustration and vindication. She knew her truth, and she wasn't about to let anyone rewrite it, least of all Whitney Rose. As she drove home, the snow falling gently around her, Lisa allowed herself a small, satisfied smile. "Liar," she muttered under her breath. "Nice try, Whitney."